All right, guys, welcome back to another episode. So on this episode, I got something special for you. We're using one of my alt accounts. I am level 75. I have basic gear. I have the Quartermaster, the Brawler, the Enforcer, and the Runner implant. So very basic implants. They're $100 each from the vendor. I have my egg hat. I have a hip pouch, a Shinobu mesh, along with another Shinobu mesh. I have the X-Garand with a 747 roll on it, a hammerhead with a 385, and a pen knife with 788 for a stat booster. I have a couple repair kits just to make sure I can stay, healthy. I got my one Narutonin, got some ammo, and some barricade kits. I always take 2 barricade kits in case I need it for 2 doors, and my Lucky Claw hammer. So that is my setup. Again, I am a very low-level player, 75, and that is the level you have to be down here. So 75 is the minimum requirement needed to get to the Southeast Zone. So one thing I'll say is when you're traveling from Sekirnon Bunker, you want to make a plan to get down here. You want to try to avoid bosses if you're slow, and kind of know where you're going. Like right here, there's a lot of enemies. So I knew I needed to stay on the right-hand side, because when I come down here, I'm going to transition because I'm trying to get to this block for the hospital. So always stay on the side that you need to be on. It just makes it so much easier to transition, especially if you're in an easier area. It's easier to transition across the map on an easy section rather than down here on a hard section. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down here. I'm going to go into the hospital, and we're going to start looting. So again, this is the Southeast Zone. It is very dangerous, and I'm actually very slow. So this is the sketchy part, because I typically would come... I might die. Oh god. I typically wouldn't come down here without a speed boost. Let's go in here. Let's just heal up. That's why I brought these guys. I need to find something. I don't know how that hit me. I need to get my inventory open. Alright. So, we're going to go ahead and repair it. We'll switch it. Actually, you know what? We'll do one more on it. We'll go ahead and use that. I'm still injured, which is not good, obviously. But that's okay. So, if I have a horde, I'm telling you right now, it's going to be bad. I'm down here with a hammerhead, an X-Garand. I don't have the gear to control a horde. So if you guys are wanting to come down here with stuff and do some looting, I would highly recommend that you have decent gear or some boosters. 35% damage, 35% speed, something like that. It is very difficult to come down here and loot. Like I said, I have an X-Garand. It takes me multiple shots to kill. My guy is extremely slow. And I am somewhat of an experienced player. And if I can struggle, and, someone that's brand new to the game or not used to this area, they're going to struggle as well. So keep that in mind. I got to kind of slow play this. I really do not like being at 103 health. Now, one thing you guys can do if you have a horde, leave the area, go to a boss zone if you can, close the game. Whatever you guys have to do to survive, do. I'm not a big fan of closing the game. I don't like to do that. But there's a lot of people that do it. I usually would rather take the loss and die. But I have the gear that I need. You know what I mean? Like in the past, I've done it before. It's just not something I like to do now. But if I was down here and I was a new player, I'm not going to want to run for an hour to get back down here, right? So if you guys need to close the game to stay alive, then by all means do it. It's just sometimes that's just the way it has to go. I don't know if they're going to actually remove that or not. I don't even know if that's frowned upon. I couldn't tell you. I just don't see it as a fair thing. But again, it's something everybody can do, so it is, I guess, somewhat fair. This character that I'm looting with right now, he is non-GM. So he does not have a GM membership. So I would be having more loot spots, but due to being non-GM, I'm not getting as many, so I would be, you know, obviously looting more stuff. But this is what it would look like if you were a level 75 player, basic gear, hardest area in the game, without a GM. This is what they go through, guys. And I would say, because it's been forever, guys, since I've been on a character like this, you're going to want to use boosts, right? And that's why for holidays, you should really be stocking up and saving your candies. If you're a low-level player without boosts or good weapons, you should really be saving them for special events like this. If you're going to go on loot runs, if you're going to go grinding, anything like that, that's what you're wanting to save those for. Now, I thought about putting on the holiday events items, like the, what is it, XR0? Is that what? No, not XR0, XR1, that Easter event rifle. And then I also thought about putting on the Easter shotgun or the hop shot rifle. But I think just doing it like this is something everybody can get at any time. So this is more attainable than a normal Easter event item, because that's not always available. But what you're going to want to do is find a good crowd control weapon, because I can tell you, being down here in the southeast zone, having 0 damage boost, I'm not going to be able to control the aggro. And that's the hardest part about looting in a dangerous area, is it's all fine and dandy until you have aggro, and then it's a whole new ball game. That's probably when we'll die, is when we have an aggro spike. And again, speed is life. There's my death. So speed is life, guys. It's not easy to be down here when you're not prepared. Now, if we go down there and we would have had our 35% speed boost, damage boost, all this stuff, you know, it would have been a lot different. But again, I expected to die. My weapon was not strong enough to kill. My machine gun, I can tell you right now, the hammerhead, if I have an aggro spike on me down in the southeast zone, that's not going to hold them back. So this setup, you know, it's okay. It's great for the second on bunker. It's great, guys. But when you guys get down here to the southeast zone, you know, just being level 75 is not going to happen. You need to have the gear for it. You know, a Shinobu mesh, you know, that's probably not enough. So I think what we'll do is, now that we've demonstrated, you know, just some beginner gear and what that looks like, maybe I can make a setup that I could make actually be okay with the southeast zone, to give you guys like some actual gear that's for that. If you guys go back and watch my video, this setup was literally made for second on bunker and looting these areas. This was like a great setup for that, but that kind of setup's not going to hold up down in the southeast zone. I'm too slow. My damage isn't there. My health isn't there. My armor's not there. You got everything against you and nothing for you. So obviously you can luck out and go down there and loot like I was and get some loot, but you're not at the point where you can survive down there long enough, you know, to get load after load after load of loot gathered. So I don't think that's the right way to go about it. I think you need to be more specific with your gear. Look at penetration, look at damage, look at the enemy's health, look at your boosts. So a lot of things go into this, guys. You need to plan better with what you're using and what your goals are. If I was this character, I would not be taking somebody with these 4 implants, these weapons, down to the southeast zone. What I would do is I would take this character, Second on Bunker, and I would go to the northeast zone, and I would just load up my gear, you know, 3-4 times, get a whole inventory, scrap it, sell it, whatever, and save up a couple million. If you're looking at the marketplace, the X-Garand is 4 million, which, you know, that's great for the X-Garand. The X-Garand's a very good weapon. But to go down to the southeast zone, obviously it can kill them, but when I have, like you guys just seen, 3 or 4 enemies, 2 hits can kill you, right? It does not take much to die, especially for a lower player. So I know a lot of you guys are getting frustrated at the game, but the game isn't forgiving. It's not easy. New players are going to struggle. In the southeast zone, you know, Camp Valkyris, the Chem Plant, those are all in-game areas, and it's as what it says, it's in-game, right? So that's not for a level 75 with an X-Garand and a Hammerhead. You know, that's for people that have played, they've looted, they've put their time in, they've got some money, they've bought some items, you know. That's for the in-game players. So it's not bad to be at Second on Bunker. You just have to do it correctly. You got to get it's stepping stones, right? One thing after another. So I think what we'll do, guys, is we will go through. We're going to find some items that I would actually take down there and feel somewhat safe. And we'll go back again with this character, and we will literally try to survive the southeast zone with the bare minimum. And again, I'm sorry that he died so fast. You know, I went down there, I had 3 enemies jump on me, boom, dead. I'm too slow. So speed is key, and damage is next. You know, it's possible for me to go down there again and survive. But again, it's just a matter of time before I have a horde or a boss or anything. And that's just how it's going to go. So anyway, I hope that my death with this guy might teach you something. It might show you something. Maybe it opens your eyes to something. You can definitely go down there with this stuff, but the chances of you dying are pretty high. But anyway, we'll do another video. I'll build a character just for the southeast zone, and we'll take the gear and go down there and see how it all holds up. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on this. You know, I appreciate the feedback. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave a comment in the description below. And until next time, you guys stay safe out there. Peace.